Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy 2KJ, and after a month of March Madness, the UConn Huskies have captured their 5th national championship in dominating fashion over San Diego State. But how exactly did they make this run happen? I know a lot of people didn't have UConn going this far, so I'm going to break down their season and how it might have been a bit more obvious than we think that they were going to win it all. If you like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. While they were unranked to start the season, the Huskies would soon be placed in the number 25 spot 2 weeks in the AP college basketball poll. And this would be for a pretty good reason, as they proceeded to rattle off 14 straight wins, rising them all the way from unranked to the number 2 team in the country behind Purdue. Those who watch these UConn games know they deserve that spot, because they absolutely dominated opponents in both facets of the game, averaging 83 points per game in the span and held teams to an average of only 59 points. This early season success had many Husky fans believing their team had the potential to go all the way, and it surely looked like that. Then, disaster struck. After their first loss of the season to number 22 Xavier, they proceeded to lose 5 of their next 7 games in very uncharacteristic fashion. It's like they just completely forgot how to play basketball. And even crazier, 3 of which were to unranked opponents. Their scoring average dropped to only 73 points during that span, and they allowed opponents to outscore them, posting an average of 76 points per game, which was well above their 14 previous game total. And while not entirely dropping out of the AP poll, they went all the way down from 2nd to 24th. This was around the time that many, including me, thought that UConn was going to fall in the category of an inconsistent team with elite potential, as their early season told a story of a team that can make a deep March Madness run, and their midseason stretch told the complete opposite. Seeing that their season was at a do-or-die point though, UConn did the only thing that could keep their season afloat, and that was win. Only losing twice for the rest of the entire season, and putting up averages that more reflected their dominant first half. Their final 11 games, UConn posted 77 points per game as their scoring average and held opponents to only 66 points, which was a lot better than what they did in their losing stretch. They was back up to 10th in the AP poll and earned a 4 seed in the upcoming NCAA Tournament. For those who've watched college basketball for a while, you know that one of the most important aspects for a championship team is consistency. March Madness is a hard tournament to win. You face a host of different teams that each have their own strengths and weaknesses, and it's up to you to adapt the most, and whoever does that is going to win it all in the end. Now, in the first round, UConn was matched up against Elon, and this would be a test to me to see if they were real or not. Last year, they were upset as the 5 seed by New Mexico State, and this Elon squad was no slouch either. Coached by the legendary Rick Pitino, UConn was actually one of my teams to be put on upset watch in the first round, and oh boy, did they prove me absolutely wrong. They dominated every single game they played en route to their 5th national championship in historic fashion. They won their 6 games by an average of 20 points and never let an opponent score more than 65, averaging 79 points per game and holding opponents to just 59 points. If you watched any of their games, you knew that they just looked unstoppable, especially in their 82-54 trouncing of Gonzaga, where they completely shut down Drew Timme and the Bulldogs in the second half, and at one point had a 31-point lead over the 3 seed. Even against SDSU, the Aztecs are an elite defensive team, one of the best in the country, but at times they couldn't find an ounce of offense against UConn, being completely stifled on the offensive end by the Huskies' defense, and completely and unbelievably overwhelmed as well on the offensive side of the ball. Now, you can argue that they didn't have to play a team over a 3 seed, and they played 3 5 seeds, a 13 seed, and an 8 seed to get to the Natty, but UConn rolled their way to a championship this year. They didn't just get lucky wins or teams just falling apart at their feet. They beat every team by double digits. And sometimes it looked like they were in a class of their own completely. Even more, with their 5th national championship, they move into a tie for 4th on the all-time list with legendary programs Duke and Indiana. And they officially have more natties than Kansas as well. So I think it's about time we start giving UConn the respect they deserve. Not just this year for winning it all, but as a college basketball powerhouse as a whole. So what do you guys think about this year's March Madness tournament? Did you have UConn winning it all, or someone completely different? If you like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!